Welcome again to Joe Stoner Boxing. Darius Fulghum from Texas outpoints Alantez Fox over 10 rounds. He moves to 10 wins, 9 KOs. All his other fights were KOs. No draws, no defeats. This guy's 6'1", 27-year-old, super middleweight, and by far Alantez Fox is the best name on his record now. And this was a fight where the crowd were booing and the commentators were sort of saying it's boring. And I didn't find it to be a bad fight. I mean, it wasn't the greatest fight I'd ever seen, but there was enough action, scrappy action, admittedly, up close, mauling, bit of mauling. But there were punches being thrown. And it kind of made me think, well, what do you want? The crowd would, at one point, the crowd were doing the Mexican wave. And like I say, it wasn't a great fight, but it was okay. And in particular, it was a good learning fight for Darius Fulghum, because I didn't know much about this kid beforehand. Like I say, he's 27 years old. He's 6'1", which is, a decent height for a super middleweight. But Alantez Fox, who's been around the block a few times, he's about 6'4". He's 31 now, Alantez Fox, and he's that gatekeeper type. It's like he slips to 28 wins with 13 KOs. He's got this was his 6th defeat, and he's been stopped 3 times. And in actual fact, this is his 4th defeat in a row. So it might be time for Alantez Fox to either hang up the gloves or sort of admit, well, I'm just a gatekeeper type now. He's fought very good men, as we know, Fox. I mean, he fought David Morrell. He got stopped in 4. Beck the Bully, Melikuziev, he stopped him in 4 rounds as well. Going the distance with Darius Fulghum, okay, not a great result. It's another defeat, but Fulgham's undefeated, so I suppose he could hang around and say, well, I'm a gatekeeper type, like a sort of Gabe Rosado maybe, or someone like that. But Fox, before this fight, he said, I'm gonna win this. I'm going to win it by knockout. And he came out as a 10-rounder, and he was banging away like it was a 3-rounder. He wanted to get Fulghum out of there. He did try. I mean, he came out in the first round. He was fighting small. Like I say, he's about 6'4". He's orthodox fighter. And he thought, it was like he was going to try and smash right through this guy. Well, Fulghum must have thought this was a late Christmas present, because he thought, okay, this guy's given up his reach, his height. He wants to have a fight. Let's have a fight. And Fulghum basically ground down Fox. Fox did very well to last the 10-round distance. From about the 7th round onwards, the referee was looking very closely at Fox and was tempted to stop it. And there was talk between rounds of stopping it. The doctor had a look at Fox at one point. That was before the start of the 8th, I think it was. But Fulghum was just sort of grinding down Fox. And, all credit to Fox for lasting the distance. But this is a very, very good experience for Fulghum, because it means that he's finally got someone who's a decent name on his record. Prior to this, it was all journeymen. Some of them had, I think, a couple had losing records. So he made this. It's almost like a quantum leap to fight Alantez Fox, and he passed with, you might say, with flying colours. He beat a decent guy. Fox isn't shot. He's just not quite got enough to be a world-class fighter. But he is a decent test for these up-and-comers. And Fulghum doesn't do anything really scientific. He moves in, puts pressure on in quite a conventional way. There's nothing slick about him, really. But he does put pressure on decently. He likes to have a punch-up. I think he'd probably struggle with movers. Be interesting if Alantez Fox had tried to box him a bit more instead of trying to fight him. But no, let's not be too negative. Darius Fulghum did what he had to do. Is he going to be a world-class fighter? Well, he went over Fox, takes him a step closer to it, but he's going to need a few more 10-rounders against, B-, B-level competition to really get some experience, because prior to this, the quality of his opposition was very, very poor. As for Fox, like I say, he can go on to be a gatekeeper type. He'll pick up work because he'll take your rounds, and he's a bit of a name, His first defeat was against Demetrius Andre. That was a 12-rounder. He also fought Liam Williams in Britain, got stopped in 5. And like I say, this is his 4th defeat in a row. So he's on the downside of his career. But this wasn't that bad a fight. I mean, I've seen far worse fights than this, but the crowd weren't happy. They were booing, and even the victory. Oh, by the way, I must mention the scorecards, because one guy had it 100 to 90 for Fulghum. The other one had it 100. No, what did he have? 98-92 to Fulghum. And the third judge had it 95-95. I mean, what the bloody hell is that? There's no way on God's green earth Fox won 5 of those rounds. But anyway, the right guy won. The right guy won. So anyway, did you watch this fight? What did you think of it? Did you think the crowd were justified in booing? Did you think it was I think it was a decent test for Fulghum. I think it's definitely 10 rounds. So he's got to make him a better fighter for those 10 rounds. But tell me your opinions. Why were the crowd so anti this fight? I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Comments below. Like I say, I'll have a read of them and answer as many as I can. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also hit the like button if you can, because apparently they count them. I don't know why, but they do. Hit the like button. Subscribe though. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.